What is up, hooligans, and happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. I'm going to read through the schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on the chats. So let me know how you hooligans are doing today. Then, of course, we'll be getting things started. First, I want to give a huge shout out to Larry and Colty. Thank you so much for all the support. I really appreciate all of you hooligans. Thank you so much. We're going to be starting off with this first video titled James Comey, Lawyers Ask Judge to Dismiss Charges Against Him. They're saying that Trump's a mean orange man and that they should let him go because of that. Then we got a video titled President Trump Responds to Report That He's Seeking Compensation from the DOJ. We kind of saw some of this yesterday when we were covering President Trump live. They give us more details on the situation, but of course they're trying to spin it to be a bad thing. Then we got a video titled there's a follow-up video. Louvre reopens 3 days after theft of crown jewels. Apparently they still haven't caught the bad guys. Then we got a video titled U.S. Strikes 8th Alleged Drug Boat. This time in the Pacific Ocean. Still going after those drug traffickers. Then we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Today it was provided by Russell and it's titled Deport Them. Then getting back into the news, we got a video titled Senate Candidate Graham Somebody Addresses Controversial Past Comments and Tattoos. This is also a follow-up video. The last time we covered this guy, he was making Antifa-like comments on social media. Apparently he also has a Nazi tattoo on his chest, so that's a questionable thing. Then we got a video titled Viral Post in Texas Fuels Voter Fraud Claims. They're trying to put this fire out, but I don't know that they're going to be able to. Then we got a video titled Philly DA's Controversial Decisions Linked to Murder of Young Woman. This is another instance where somebody had the opportunity to put a monster behind bars, but instead they let him loose, and in this situation he went out there and killed somebody. Then the last little bit of the news is lefties losing it. Today it's titled CNN Admits Government Shutdown is Not Hurting Trump, which is true. Then we'll be getting into the fun stuff. We're going to be unboxing something today that I got from Streamlabs. And then we will, of course, be opening today's drawer of the Advent Calendar sent by Cass. And we got our two funny videos of the day. Both of them were provided by Stoner because he doesn't have any competition right now. First one's titled, How Do You Spell AOC? And our official funny video of the day was, again, provided by Stoner. It's titled, When You Go Out With a Hussy Instead of an Aussie. All of that's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat and see how you hooligans are doing today. And what is up, everyone over on jeffmaclive.com. What's up, Salty Ragu? What's up, Zero? What's up, Beck Frank? What's up, Guessum J? What's up, Russell? What's up, Matt Rogers? What's up, Snooks? And what's up, Ghostly? Happy freedom to you hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being on the website. And what is up, everyone over on Rumble? I can't tell who was first today because the chat was so long, but just for shits and giggles. Either way, what's up, Beck Frank? You're omnipresent. Appreciate you. Guessum, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Dutton? Happy freedom. Zero, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. Let me see. What's up, Too Old to Care? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Cherry? Happy freedom. What's up, Sergeant Tripod? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Watchman? Appreciate you being here. What's up, MU? Happy freedom. Let me see. What's up, Fitzy? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Stoner? Happy freedom. What's up, Jeffro? Happy freedom to you. Make sure we get everybody here. What's up, Tony Rez? What's up, Cricket Kiss? Happy freedom. What's up, Keep It Salty? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Vinny C? Happy freedom. What's up, Colty? Happy freedom to you, and thank you so much for the support. What's up, Butterfly? Happy freedom to you. Try and make sure we got everybody. I think we got everybody. Go ahead and hit that like button. What's up, Alistair? Happy freedom. Alistair just made no new emojis, you hooligans. So if you're an official hooligan over on the website or on Rumble, we got a brand new official hooligan emoji for the season. I don't have a way to show you guys. You guys just go over there and figure it out. There's no other way to do it. Thank you so much, Alistair, for making that for us. And don't forget, hit that like button, you hooligans. Try and get us on the front page of Rumble. And what is up, everyone over on Kick? Happy freedom to you. And what is up, everyone over on Twitch? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. Southern Eagleman, you like that song? I like that song too. I heard it in the grocery store and I was like, I'm not having a good day. I don't know if y'all could tell that, but I'm not having a good day. So I was singing it loudly in the store, and I decided that was going to be today's song. But either way, happy freedom to you, Southern Eagleman. Matt Rogers, appreciate you being omnipresent. What's up, Killer J? Happy freedom to you. And what is up, everyone over on the Goof Tube? Agent O, you were first over here. Happy freedom to you. Appreciate you racing to the chat. What's up, Too Real? What's up, Damon Walker? What's up, Toy Mafia? Happy freedom. Matt Rogers, you are truly omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, B? What's up, Mr. Satan? Happy freedom. What's up, Mr. Lynn? Happy freedom. And what is up, everyone over on X? Happy freedom to you. All right, like I said, we're going to be starting out with this first video titled James Comey Lawyers Ask Judge to Dismiss Charges Against Him. I don't think anything's going to happen either way, so I wouldn't be surprised if they threw this case all the way out. It's just a bunch of political theater. Either way, hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
A major development involving former FBI Director James Comey, charged, of course, by the Justice Department. Comey's new move in court. So let's get right to Pierre Thomas following the breaking developments. Pierre.
David, tonight the attorneys for James Comey are calling on the judge overseeing the case to dismiss the charges against him on grounds of vindictive and selective prosecution, declaring President Trump ordered the Department of Justice to prosecute Mr. Comey because of personal spite and because Mr. Comey has frequently criticized the president for his conduct in office. Comey's attorneys presenting a list of Trump's repeated attacks on Comey. They also cited Trump's hand-picked U.S. Attorney Lindsey Halligan, a former insurance attorney who has never prosecuted a case. Comey's attorneys calling Halligan's appointment unlawful, David.
Pierre Thomas with us here tonight. Pierre, thank you.
Okay, really quick video there. Comey doing a bunch of nothing. It's not really breaking news, but the differences between yesterday's video and today's is they actually submitted the documents. We kind of already knew that they were going to do this. They're saying that President Trump is targeting him, claiming it's vindictive and malicious prosecution, which I don't know how they can say that when they got evidence of him participating in lying and all of that. Like, I don't know what him lying has to do with Trump at all, but, you know, the song and dance will continue. Next up, President Trump responds to report that he's seeking compensation from the DOJ. We keep hearing him talk about this, about how he feels like he's going to have to pay himself because he's in charge of the government and the government owes him money. Of course, CNN, they're going to spin this to make it a terrible thing, even though he said he was going to give it to charity if he did, you know, get doll hairs off of it. Either way, it's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about Comey. 0. Oh, honey, yeah, I don't know. I blew my voice out. I'm trying not to fucking cry in the live. I'm having a shit fucking day. I am so tired of waking up and feeling bad. I'm so fucking tired of it. Every day is bad news when I wake up and check my fucking phone. Hooligans leaving and all kinds of shit. I fucking hate it. So anyways. Russell, yeah, they aren't going to dismiss the charges. I don't think they should dismiss the charges, but there's so much theater in Capitol Hill that it's hard to say. You know, there's lack of accountability. So we'll see, because like it seems like with Comey, they actually got him red-handed. So I don't know why they're being all soft about this. Maybe they're just waiting for things to get rolling, and then they're going to start slamming him. But it seems like he's not taking the situation very serious. Zero. Comey lies. They've been able to lie for so long and get away with it. They think they will now too. Fuck him. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. They got him lying to Congress or something like that, which is supposed to be a big deal. But we'll see if they actually, you know, hold him to it. Keep it salty. Cheer up, bud. I know. I'm trying. I'm trying. Oh, I love you guys too, Butterfly. Oh, I appreciate you, MU. Thank you. Toilet Care, Comey's a commie. He is. Guess any chance you will die from this illness, and can I have Klaus? The only illness I have is mental illness, and if I die from it, then that means I was strong, right? Because not everybody can do it, but we'll see. You gotta do thumbs up war for Klaus Daniels. The ultimate winner of the thumbs up war tournament will be awarded Klaus Daniels at my funeral. And you're going to have to hang me up on a cross or something like that because I want to watch it. So just keep that in mind. Bill Clay, Comey's a clown. He is. Oh no, Stoner. I am so sorry to hear that. Damn, Stoner. Thank you so much, Ramsey, for that $5 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Ramsey. Thank you so much for the support. It says, have a beer on me. Thank you, Ramsey. I haven't been drinking because drinking won't solve my problems, but I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Butterfly, do something different than you normally do. Man, I do everything. The only thing I haven't done, nah, I can't say it on the live. The only things I haven't done are bad things. And I'm not going to start now. It's hard, Killer J. It is hard. Thank you so much, Southern Eagleman, for the bits over on Twitch. Really appreciate the support. Thank you, Southern Eagleman. What's up, Rich? Happy freedom to you. I'll be in the parking lot, locked in my car, screaming at my windshield until I can't see any longer. My life sucks. What's up, Dave? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Robert? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Cyclist? Happy freedom. Yeah, I hear you, Mr. Lynn. I should stop being a fucking pussy and just do the thing. Sing and dance for us. What's up, Puff and Stuff? What's up, D-Cat? Happy freedom to you. All right, moving forward here. Like I said, this next one is going to be CNN twisting the story. It's titled, President Trump responds to report that he's seeking compensation from the DOJ. Now, like I said, yesterday we covered it live where President Trump was responding from the Oval Office talking about this. And I'm pretty sure he was talking to this handsome reporter right here. Now, she's going to do everything she can because that's her job to make President Trump look bad. Now, they're going to give us some extra details on President Trump versus the DOJ. They owe him a bunch of money, but obviously he's in control of the DOJ, so they try to insist that he's going to do something bad about this or maybe fudge the numbers a little bit. I don't think it's all that, but either way, we need the details so we know what's going on because these Dems are lying about it. So go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
Just before we went into the Oval Office today, the New York Times reported that President Trump is seeking some $230 million from his own Justice Department. The president filed these claims, his legal team did, before he actually retook the presidency. But the New York Times says it's $230 million that now his own Justice Department, which is staffed by his own former personal attorneys, would have to make the decision on whether or not to approve a settlement of that sum as a result of the Russia investigation and the classified documents investigation into the president. I asked him about it when we were inside the Oval Office today. The New York Times is reporting that your legal team is seeking $230 million from your own Justice Department now in response to the investigations into you. Is that something you want your legal team to do?
I don't know what the numbers are. I don't even talk to them about it. All I know is that they would owe me a lot of money, but I'm not looking for money. I'd give it to charity or something. I would give it to charity.
It's worth noting, as the New York Times reports, that would presumably be taxpayer money that he would be donating to that charity.
So anyways, President Trump even saying that he's going to give it to charity, and they still find a reason to have a problem with it. Once again, it's CNN working double time to convince the public that Trump is trying to pay himself $230 million in tax dollars. And then, of course, the reporter is still trying to demonize President Trump. Even though he said he was going to give it to charity, she has to highlight if he does, he's giving your tax dollars to charity. Well, if you're as broke as I am, you are a charity. So it sounds like a good message to me, but, you know, whatever. Next up, Louvre reopens 3 days after theft of crown jewels. Like I said, this is a follow-up video. We covered the theft and all of that. This is how things are going now. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat and see what you hooligans think about President Trump responding to CNN, talking shit about the DOJ owing President Trump $230 million. Russell, you think giving her some wiener could make her a Republican? It could be. It could be all it takes. Guess how you crack me up. You think she looked sharp? I don't know. I thought she was kind of clashing, but I'm not the fashion police. We're going to pull her back up. Come on, you dusty Democrat. Ooh, what is this? This is the wrong video. Hold on a second. We got to bring her back. We're going to check her outfit out. All right. I don't know. She's got the brown and red striped plaid with grandma's navy blue sweats And then a navy blue turtleneck to try and hide some of that throat she's got, because she's the long-throated one. I don't know. She ain't styling to me, but you're from Texas. You probably feel differently about this, guess, huh? Zero, she's been acting different lately. I wonder if she got talked to by the CIA. I don't know. Maybe she's trying to get favor with President Trump. Maybe President Trump is just charming her. Maybe that's what it is. He's just rubbing off on her. Zero, hooligans are the fashion police now. I'm not against it. Guess all that shit comes off of her. I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know if I can smooth talk her. Not the way I'm feeling today. Thank you so much, Guessum, for that $5 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Guessum. Thank you so much for the support. Says, towards a fellow hooligan admitting that he's gay. Damn. Thank you, Guessum. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, Beck Frank, for that $10 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Beck Frank. Thank you so much. It says, upside down, $10 from Aussie. Is that how it works? Well, thank you, Beck Frank. I really appreciate you. What's up, Boost of Flames? Happy Freedom. Tony Rez, seems like couch fabric is the season. I can't even fucking talk. Today is wrecking me. The season. I don't know why that stuff is coming back. It seems like a lot of people are wearing like 80s and like 70s style plaid. Like you're saying, like it looks like old couches and stuff, or even like the old wallpaper. It's like that stuff is coming back. I don't know why. Doesn't someone need slapped? I need to be slapped. Just wake me up. Tony Rez, the handsome ladies looking handsome as always. Got that square jawline. Oh, I appreciate you, Alistair. Alistair made this cool thing right here. It's keeping Klaus's seat warm because Klaus is always missing at the beginning of the live. And this thing is real neat. We just added that today too. Zero seasoning, Jeff spicy today. Yeah. I'm about ready to break. Meta, has Klaus turned into a pumpkin? I mean, not yet. He's pumpkin-like. He's big like a pumpkin. Killer J, it could always be worse. You could have a raging hard-on and 2 broken hands. I don't need more reasons to want to throw myself out the window, but I hear you. What's up, Nick? Happy Freedom. What's up, Mana? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Billy? Happy Freedom. Jewelry was fake. Copy at the museum. Yeah. Why wouldn't it be a duplicate? The paintings on the walls are usually duplicates. It's not the real thing because you got the dusty liberals that'll show up and, you know, throw paint on the walls and all that. What's up, Andrea? Happy Freedom. What's up, Gray? Happy Freedom to you. X is so dead, I don't know why. Yes, and we got one. Anyways. Moving forward here, next up we have Louvre reopens 3 days after theft of crown jewels. Now I'm really questioning this because it should be doubles. I don't know why it wouldn't be duplicates that would be put on display. Either way, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you'd like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out as we're making Saturdays more fun. Let's get this video pulled up. This is a follow-up on the Louvre. Come on, GoofTube. I think GoofTube is fighting Brave browser because every once in a while when I put a video on, it'll say like video unavailable. And I don't know if other people are getting that or not, but it seems if I refresh it enough, the video will pop up. And I really think it's Brave browser, but that's my 2 cents on it. Either way, hit that like button if you haven't already. And let's get into this.
Officials in Paris reopened the Louvre Museum this morning, just 3 days after a brazen jewelry heist shocked the world. The search for the thieves continues as officials take a hard look at why security at one of the world's most famous museums failed. ABC's James Longman with more from Paris.
The most visited museum in the world is back open to tourists today. Take a look, you can see thousands of people lining up to get into the Louvre. They might be hoping to get to the Apollo Gallery itself, where the heist took place. They won't be able to do that, of course, because it is still a crime scene. We remain the only journalists who have been given access to the Louvre since that heist took place. I can tell you that some of the jewels that remain, those ones that weren't stolen, they've also been taken out of the gallery. They are in storage for safekeeping. But the recriminations here in France are growing over this apparent breakdown in security. The president of the Louvre appearing today before senators to answer those difficult questions. Big questions over a specific alarm system that may or may not have gone off at the right time, whether the police were alerted to this and if they could have been there in time. That is what is being reported widely in French media. We do also now have a value of what was taken, $102 million. That is the estimate put out by the Public Prosecutor's Office, but they say that the true cost of these items are incalculable given their historic significance. So by now the whole world knows this story. 4 men breaking into the Louvre, 2 of them getting into the Apollo Gallery and taking some of France's crown jewels, and the race is still on. By now, quite a long race to try to find these individuals, find these jewels before they're broken down. That is the fear here. Individual gems sold off, and a piece of French history is lost for good. James Longman, ABC News at the Louvre in Paris.
Okay, so that's our update there, but now I'm really questioning whether it was the real deal or not, because why would they have the real deal on display? Once again, they were saying museum is back open. They still haven't caught the bad guys yet. They're questioning the alarm system and the police response time. They think it was roughly worth $102 million, but they say that it's priceless because of its historic value. I don't know. A lot of people in these videos, because I've watched a couple of them, question why wasn't the glass stronger? Like, how come it wasn't reinforced glass? It was just regular glass in a display. They're like, if you got something that's priceless, why didn't you up the security on it? But I don't know. I think that's also why they're questioning whether or not it was an inside job, because they say it's supposedly a pretty secure place. So they don't understand how breaking in the upstairs window just won the race. So I don't know if we'll get a follow-up on beyond this, but we'll see. Next up, U.S. strikes 8th alleged drug boat, this time in the Pacific Ocean. Now, last time we covered a drug boat strike deal, the Colombian president was saying that it wasn't drug boats, that they were fishermen. And so the Democrats now think President Trump is out here shooting out fishermen boats and stuff like that, which is a bunch of nonsense. But either way, he just smoked the 8th one, so, you know, fishermen, watch out. Either way, it's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you Hooligans think about this museum, this follow-up on the museum being broken into. Zero, you think it was an inside job? It definitely could be. Guess my crown jewels are worth more? Probably. What's up, Patriot Dad? Happy freedom. Puff stuff. I thought they used chop saws and it took a bit to cut through. They used circular saws, but they said that if it would have been reinforced glass, it wouldn't have been good enough. They would have had to, like, break the glass. They wouldn't have been able to cut through it, I guess. Not with handheld tools. But I don't know, because now I'm at the point where I'm just thinking about whether or not it was a duplicate. Butterfly, they've had multiple thefts at that museum. Interesting, I didn't know that. Stoner, we don't need to do a hooligan heist yet, but I like your eagerness. Sergeant Trap out. I hate this resting bitch face whore. Can you just call me Jeff? Like, you don't have to talk about me like that. Come on, man. Patriot Dad, looks like I'm going to keep enjoying work without government employees. Yeah, still shut down. I don't know what they think is going to happen at this point. The Democrats want health care. The Republicans don't. So they're just never going to have government again? I mean, it's whatever. That's fine if they want to do that, but I don't know why they're still getting paid. If the soldiers aren't getting paid and the people on SNAP benefits aren't getting paid, why are the politicians still getting paid? They should be the first ones to not get paid, considering they're the ones that caused it. It wasn't the people on SNAP that caused the government to shut down. It wasn't caused by the military. It wasn't being caused by any of the federal workers except for the people on Capitol Hill. So why are they the ones that still get to be paid and everybody else doesn't get paid anymore? MU, have you swallowed an oregano capsule today? You should. I will after the live. Stoner is so cool. I want to do a heist. I'd like to do a heist, but I wouldn't want to get caught for a heist. It'd be fun. We'd just do like a fake heist just to get it out of our system. Done with Screaming Goat. Until the character is too logical, stop thinking. Yeah, I know. My brain hurts today. Back Frank starts peaceful protest. Boobs for Jeff. That's, that's I can't even think what I'm trying to say here. That's a cause I can get behind. Paid your dad. My wages are paid until January. Then I'll worry. Yeah. Well, and that's what I mean. It should affect everybody else last. It should affect Capitol Hill first. But, that's just me. Oh, yeah, I want to remind you, hooligans, we're going to be reading a book over on the website. I don't know which one we're going to do. We might do this one. We'll see. We're going to do a vote over on the website. But on Friday for the voice chat over on jeffmaclive.com, I think me and Hair Juice are going to eat Reaper peppers again. But I'm also going to be reading one of these books. I don't know if it's going to be this one, but the books are very much like this. They're all adult books, but they, kind of look like children's book, and it's fun. It's fun stuff. This one is Mom Runs Trains on the Weekends with Dad's Friends. So we got new books like this, lots of fun. I always read it, stuff like that, whenever we get new books in the voice chat over on the website. Go get yourself a paid membership for jeffmaclive.com, and I'll read you guys some bedtime stories, and you can laugh while me and Hair Juicer melt our faces off with some more Reaper peppers. Russell, I'm still getting paid, and I still get my VA check. Well, you're all set then, Russell. Yeah, see, and that's because you're, I can't remember what it is now. I can't remember what it's called. What is the fucking phrase? They were saying it during the lockdowns. You're an essential worker, Russell. It's a Weevo. Happy Freedom. Colty, I'm topless right now just for you. Thank you, Colty. Really appreciate it. Done. I support topless women. Are you like a bra? What's up, Jagula? Happy Freedom. Jagula, nah, I want to blow a hole in the back of a vault and get the fuck out. I'll hide in Italy in an old castle. Damn, Italy is far away. We have to be traveling. You're traveling to Italy. Trump shoots the boat out of the water. Fuck. Life's hard. Sergeant Tripod, I can't fix her. Holy crap. Story of my life. Patriot Dad, Congress should not get paid if the government is shut down, nor should I be paying taxes. Yeah, I agree. I agree, absolutely. Mano, where's Klaus? Fat camp? I don't know where Klaus is. I'll pull the pumpkin down when Klaus assumes his position, but I don't know where he's at right this second. You'll see him in the next 15 minutes, I bet, because it'll be Fancy Feast time. What's up, Corley? Happy Freedom. What's up, Wayne? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Seeker? Happy Freedom. No one will go to see fake jewels. They go to see fake paintings. When you go to a museum and you see the Mona Lisa, they ain't the real Mona Lisa. The The real ones out back because of the dusty liberals throwing paint on pictures and stuff. And so, I don't know. They do, like, that's a factual thing that they do at most museums as far as I know. Now with priceless jewelry, I don't know. I assume that's why it's in a case, is because maybe there's no way to replicate it. And like you're saying, it's kind of silly if you're going to try and see priceless jewels, but instead you see glass under glass. I don't know. What's up, Larry? Happy freedom to you. Well, look at you back, Frank. Couldn't be more comfortable. Oh no, guess I'm starting a war with Jeep owners. That happens sometimes. Boosted, what's the Klaus call? Klaus calls me. There is no Klaus call. Klaus calls me when it's time for Fancy Feast. What's up, Ja? Happy freedom to you. Thank you for joining us, Ja. Meta, as a hooligan, stealing isn't in my blood. I take care of my things, and what's mine is mine until I give it away. Yeah, no, I don't like stealing stuff either. I'm not about that. I've never been about that. One time when I was younger, I was skipping school, and I was with my buddy because he had a car. And so we, like, rode off, you know, just... It was the getaway vehicle. And we went to his house to, like, hang out for a couple hours to skip a couple classes and then go back to school. And we went there, ate food, played the game or something like that, went back to school. Later on that day, his mom claimed that $20 was missing. And she swore up and down that it was me because I was just the dirty little bad kid that he hung out with. And I was, like, appalled. I was clutching my pearls. I was in full shock. I was like, me? I would never steal from you. And he was, like, all upset, and his mom was upset. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I couldn't believe it. And they were mad. They were mad. They were like, you're a little dusty piece of shit. You need to get the fuck out of here. But I was just appalled. I couldn't believe that I was being accused of stealing stuff because I do not steal. I'm bigger than that. I don't believe in that shit. And so that caught me off guard. But either way, getting back in the news here, U.S. strikes 8th alleged drug boat. This time in the Pacific Ocean. In the Pacific Ocean. Come on, YouTube, don't fight this. Just take it. Alright, hooligans, hit that like button if you haven't already. This guy, he says pucker up. It's time to go. Let's get into this.
We do want to bring some breaking news to your attention as we're learning from the Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, about an 8th strike on what they're believing to be a narco-terrorist, this time taking place in the Eastern Pacific. And these are some of the images we're getting in here on Live Now from Fox of this incident as, of course, another U.S. airstrike. We talked about this several times. 8, in fact, on this boat in the Pacific. And we're learning more information about it right now. Very preliminary at this moment about it. And on social media, Pete Hegseth said, quote, yesterday at the direction of the president, the Department of War conducted a lethal kinetic strike on a vessel being operated by a designated terrorist organization conducting narco trafficking in the Eastern Pacific. The vessel was known by our intelligence to be involved in illicit narcotics smuggling, was transiting along a known narco trafficking transit route and carrying narcotics. There were 2 narco-terrorists aboard the vessel during the strike, which was conducted in international waters. Both terrorists were killed and no U.S. forces were harmed in this strike. Narco-terrorists intending to bring poison to our shores will find no safe harbor anywhere in our hemisphere. Just as Al-Qaeda waged war on our homeland, these cartels are waging war on our border and our people. There will be no refuge or forgiveness, only justice. That coming in from Pete Hegseth on social media talking about this. And as we had noted, this is the 8th such strike that we've been following, talking about it as it allegedly carrying drugs in the Eastern Pacific. The previous 7 happening in the Caribbean. So earlier this week, Hegseth also announced 3 alleged narco-terrorists killed in a U.S. strike during a drug smuggling vessel affiliated with a Colombia National Liberation Army. President Trump has chimed in on social media time and time again about these as well. And this was the post that we're seeing on social media from Pete Hegseth as well. So number 8, this is the 8th such strike there. This one, though, taking place in the Eastern Pacific. I'm Andy Mack. We're back after this.
Okay, so that's the 8th fishing boat that President Trump has blown out of the water there, according to the Democrats. That's how they view all of this. And that's nice. That's nice. As long as we don't have drugs showing up here in America any more than we already got, you know. I don't care if it's being brought by fishermen or Scooby-Doo or any of that stuff. We need to fix our country big time. Like I was saying, it's the 8th drug boat strike, and supposedly 2 people were killed in the strike. Now, I saw you guys in the chat saying that you're not seeing anybody. I can't tell because it looks like they recorded it with an Obama phone, which obviously it wasn't. It's the military, but it still looks like blurry shit. And so I don't know. They claim that 2 people died. Maybe tomorrow they'll tell us they're survivors. Maybe tomorrow they'll tell us there was no one on board. I'm not sure. I assume those were black duffel bags that we were looking at in the boat, because it kind of just looks like an empty boat, but I don't think it's empty. I think the black stuff on the boat, I think, are duffel bags. And then near the end of the boat where the motors are, on the right side of the boat, there's this white box looking thing. I don't know if that's the steering column or what that is, but I assume that's where the people were, but I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's a blurry fucking mess, but it's what they said. They smoked 2 bad guys and stopped the drugs from coming in. Next up, we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Today it was provided by Russell, and it's titled Deport Them. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat and see what you hooligans think about our 8th drug boat strike. Guess maybe the people were in the Blue Man Group and blended in. It could be. It could be. Are they going to say there's survivors tomorrow? Guess I'm Caribbean. Did I say it wrong? I don't see anybody in the boat. Ghostly, I don't see anyone. Yeah. Ghostly, is it a drone boat? I mean, you would think it'd be safer for them to use drone boats, because then at least they're not losing their people, you know, if you were strategizing on their end. But I don't know. They keep claiming we're smoking these guys. What I wonder is, like, why was it in the Pacific and not wherever we were shooting them out of the water before? Like, why is that? Was it going to a different place? Was it coming from a different place? How do we know it was a drug boat? Fishermen are scared right now. Beck Frank, you said it wrong. It's your fault, Beck Frank. Picture Dad, I thought the drug boat was the funny video of the day. It was a prequel. Stoner, rest in peace, all the fentanyl addicted fishes. Yeah. Well, that's like Michigan. They say like 80% of the fish in Lake Michigan got forever chemicals in them. They don't talk about that when it's like fishing tournament season, because that's big bucks for Michigan, probably for Wisconsin too. So they don't talk about it then because they want you to come here and spend your money. But yeah, I don't know. Eating the fish out of the lake, it's probably not good. All the damn chemicals and stuff. It's not fentanyl though, so I mean, you know, you got to roll the dice. Booze and Flames, Jim Bob became Shish Kebab. Yep. And the Dems are mad about it. Totally Care, dynamite fishing on steroids. Yeah. All the fish from a mile radius just float. Just float up to the top there. Crick has no fishing license. The fines have really gone up. Yeah, I guess. So Rez, Trump's like, no fishing for you. That's right. Colty, the video looks fake as fuck. It is so pixelated. They're like, did you get him? He's like, I think so. I can't tell by looking at this image. They just throw him off the helicopter. They're like, let us know what you figure out. He's just falling towards the fucking water. He doesn't make it. They're like, well, there was a helicopter accident over the weekend. That's really how that shit goes in the background. Butterfly Metal is working at a church again today. He's been helping them clean the basement. That's cool. Stoner, they went the other way specifically to avoid the anti-drug boats and drones in the Pacific Ocean. Yeah, you're not safe in the water right now. Trump's trigger finger's itching. So I'm from Michigan. I don't have an accent. I don't know if I got an accent. I might got an accent. It's funny because when I leave Michigan, people could tell I'm from Michigan. But the whole time I'm in Michigan, everybody's like, where are you from? I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, why do you talk like that? I'm like, I don't know why I talk like this. They're like, you sound like you're not from here. I'm like, how is it that everybody else knows I'm from here, but the people from here, they can't tell that I'm from here? I don't know. Quite the life I've lived. Man, it don't look like no fishing boat to me. You didn't see all the poles and stuff that weren't there? What's up, Master Voltaire? What's up, C1? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. They're all fish food now. That's right. We can all float down here. C1, the only issue I have is the high fish life. Yeah, I'm sure the fentanyl's not good for the fishies. Mana radio controlled boats could exist when you have drug money. Well, that's what I mean. I'm not sure why they're piloting manned boats, because they could probably afford drone boats. What's up, K Walt? Happy freedom to you. Snooks, you have several accents. Yeah, I guess I do. Alright, hooligans. Let's get into this funny video. Like I said, it was provided by Russell. And this is a pretty good one. Alright, it's titled, Deport Them.
I'm just going to come out and say it. These groups of people need to be deported. People who stand up in the aisle when the plane lands. Couples who wear matching wardrobes. Children who don't say thank you. People who put ketchup on steak. Anyone who fills out the copy and pastes questionnaires on Facebook. Gentle parenters. People who drive the speed limit in the fast lane. Anyone who drinks decaf coffee. People who bought hot to a coin. People who think Beyonce's a country singer. Anyone who says pecan. Solar panel salesmen. People who use their speakerphone in public. Politicians who trade stocks. People who double dip. People who don't return their shopping carts at Walmart. Elderly people that keep resharing that Tom Hanks is moving to Oklahoma. People who think Oswald did it. Anyone who uses Ozempic but acts like they're all natural. Grown men who wear jerseys on non-game days. And Tony Fauci. That's it. I'm just going to come out and say it.
Super funny. She's not messing around. Either way, getting back into the news here. We gotta get those likes up, hooligans. Next up, we got Senate candidate Graham Plattner addresses controversial past comments and tattoos. This is like the second or third follow-up we've had on this guy. Now, obviously, he's running for Senate. But the last time we covered him, people had found out that he was making weird comments on the internet, and the things he's saying are directly Antifa phrases, like all cops are bastards and stuff like that. He was making comments like that, and people were suspicious of it. And he came out and said he turned over a new leaf, and he's not a commie anymore, and he doesn't support commies, and blah, blah, blah. Well, then he posted a video being shirtless, and he has some Nazi-like tattoo on his chest. And for all the Antifa people that we cover, they're a bunch of fucking fascists. And so, you know, they're Nazis themselves, as much as they hate, they'll never admit that, but as much as they'd hate that idea. And this guy seems to be the same way. It wasn't bad enough that he was making Antifa comments, that he also admitted that he didn't give a shit about until the public cared about it, and the public didn't care about it until he started running for Senate. So as soon as he was running for office, all of a sudden he started caring about the comments he made, which obviously was to fix his public image. Once again, new news has come out. He's got Nazi logos tatted on his chest, supposedly. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
First at 6, we start with our election 2026 coverage. Democratic Senate candidate Graham Plattner is responding yet again to another controversy.
Yeah, this time it's over a tattoo he has on his chest. It's visible in a video of Plattner singing to his sister-in-law at his brother's wedding. This happened apparently years ago, which he did release last night to the national liberal podcast Pod Save America. The tattoo is a skull and crossbones that closely resembles the Totenkopf symbol that was worn on Nazi uniforms.
Plattner says he got the tattoo in Croatia in 2007 as a young Marine when he was drunk and just picked out the image from options on the wall. Plattner doesn't say when he realized it resembles a Nazi symbol, but otherwise discussed it on the podcast Monday night.
I am not a secret Nazi. Actually, if you read through my Reddit comments, I think you can pretty much figure out where I stand on Nazism, and anti-Semitism and racism in general. I would say a lifelong opponent.
Now, Plattner also talked about Reddit post that surfaced on Friday that includes a response to a post about underwear designed to prevent sexual assault, in which he wrote, people should, quote, take some responsibility for themselves and not get so, quote, effed up they wind up having sex with someone they don't mean to, end quote. Now, Plattner says at the time that he made those comments, he had very little interaction with women in the service. He says his view has since changed on that very quickly as he met more female veterans.
Very soon after, actually, this time frame, when I started going to college, I became very close friends with a number of vets, female vets at George Washington, and all of them had a story. And I very quickly changed my tune. I think you'll find even not that much later in my Reddit history me acknowledging that.
Now, the host also pressed Plattner on why he asked on Reddit, quote, why don't black people tip? Plattner says he was legitimately curious if there was a cultural explanation, and soon after, he says, he had a conversation with a black friend about structural injustice.
Now, Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders, who backed Plattner over the summer, is still standing by him, telling a CNN reporter, quote, I personally think he is an excellent candidate. I'm going to support him and look forward to him becoming the next senator in the state of Maine.
Meantime, on the flip side, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer of New York says he's backing Governor Janet Mills for Senate. When asked today if he thinks the recently unearthed Plattner post should disqualify him, here's what he said.
Look, I'll let the people of Maine decide the second. We think that Janet Mills is the best candidate to retire Susan Collins. She's a tested two-term governor, and the people of Maine have an enormous amount of affection and respect for her.
Okay. So not only is he an Antifa Nazi piece of shit, but he's also being backed by Bernie Sanders, so that's nice. I don't know, either this stuff is going to really push people away from voting for him, or it's going to push the radicals directly into voting for him. It's going to be one or the other. I don't know. I'd hate to see this guy win. So, once again, this guy that seems to be Antifa, who was defending his radical posts on social media that became a problem after he started running for office. Now the public is finding out that he has a Nazi-like symbol on his chest. How many reasons do people need before someone will stop considering this guy a candidate? And that's just obviously my opinion, because I bet Bernie Sanders is all for it. Bernie Sanders is going to go get the same tattoo on his chest to try and act like like it's not Nazi-like. He's like, no, I got one too. We're all in this together. I am Charlie is what they're going to start saying, because all they got to do is fucking copy the Republicans and everything they do. These guys are fucking idiots. Either way, that should disqualify him, but I doubt it. Next up, viral post in Texas fuels voter fraud claims. They put out an announcement saying potentially 2,724 illegals are registered to vote in Texas. And now the news is trying to cover it up big time. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat and see what you hooligans think about Graham Plattner being an Antifa Nazi and still running for office. Oh, so this dude's a real piece of shit. Watch the Dems vote for him. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Guess he's got a B cup. Yeah, he's out here flashing his tits. What's up, Danon? Happy freedom. Let's see, just listening tonight, but I hear that he covered it and has another 1919. Oh, really? Interesting. Interesting. This guy is awful. I don't know why. His whole career is going to be him going on TV trying to explain all the bad controversial stuff floating around him. I don't know why people would vote for this guy, but I don't know why half the people do what they do. Butterfly Schumer has really outdone himself with this embalmer today. Yeah, Schumer and his shutdown. I don't know. Those guys in Capitol Hill, I don't know how they can have everything shut down and then just turn around and complain about it. It's them doing it. I don't get it. It's like your house is on fire and you're the one that started it, and you come out front every day to have a presser and be like, so the house is on fire. Yeah, bud, you're the one that did it. Like, what are you talking about? I don't know. It makes my brain hurt. Tony Rez, that Nazi's got tits. You guys are cracking me up today. Freedom. Dems are the Nazis. Yeah, they are. Butterfly, we love this grandma. I know, she's awesome. Dutton, she wants to deport Trump. He puts ketchup on his steak. He puts ketchup on his steak? I thought only children did that. Well, I guess if you like it enough, you'll just keep doing it, right? I've never had ketchup on a steak. Hula boobs. Those are the best, Butterfly. Guess if AOC can get elected, a tard can. Yeah, it's evidence. It itself is evidence. Jaguar Schumer, the scammer. He is. Do you guys hear the rain outside? It's raining outside. I wish it was bacon frying, but it's not. Tony Rich, that ketchup on steak deportation thing is real. I've been cooking steak in the crock pot for, I don't even know, weeks now. I've never put ketchup on it, but man, I don't put anything on it at this point. Everything comes out of the crock pot is so good, I don't put anything on it. What's up, Delta Dawn? Happy freedom to you. I'm doing okay. How are you doing? What's up, badass American? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Cheeky Chops? Happy freedom to you. Man, I don't know why people look after wiping either, because you're not clean until you see blood. At least that's what I work with. Yeah. I don't know if you guys heard that. Klaus was just stomping through the living room. It was like, I don't even know how to explain it. He came stomping out of the hallway like he was about to come out here and do something. Like somebody rang the doorbell or some shit. Goodness. Guess I'm staking a crock pot? Get a rope. I put everything in the crock pot at this point. It's your guys' fault. You guys did this to me. I don't know how to eat without it being in a crock pot at this point. Total care, don't knock it until you try it. I can't eat ketchup. It makes me sick because whatever's wrong with my stomach. Otherwise, I would give it a try. Butterfly, email me some ideas and I'll see if Alistair can put something together for us. Because we are putting together this new merch store and it is a lot of work. But we got a bunch of new designs and stuff coming out. Dawn, what's with all the food stamp folks ready to bust out of Walmart and Target with free groceries if Trump doesn't open up the government? It sounds like a dangerous situation brewing. Yeah, that's what they're saying. SNAP benefits are probably not going to get paid out in November. And so people who have SNAP benefits are concerned about it. Now, for the people who need the help, it's a big deal. For people who don't need the help, they should stop scamming the system and then they wouldn't have to worry about days like this. But yeah, that's what they're saying. But it's something that we really shouldn't worry about until November because the only people saying is the news. It's not like Trump's coming out and saying that stuff. The news is saying it. And the news makes money off fear. And so if they can make you afraid, they know you'll keep watching TV. When you're worried, you'll watch the TV. And so that's all it is. It's a game right now. We get to the last week of October. Okay, let's worry about it. Like next week. We get to the end of next week and they're still saying SNAP benefits aren't being paid out. Okay, it's time to worry about shit. But until then, It's like you gotta just log it in the back of your noggin because it's all fear mongering. There's a chance just fear food, and it's not, you know, really something to worry about either way. We're gonna move forward here. Like I said, viral post in Texas fuels voter fraud claims. And I don't know, the fact that they worded it like that is how you know that they're on the wrong side of it. It's the Secretary, yes, the Texas Secretary of State that made these claims, and News Nation knows better than they do. And so it's like, oh, okay. Anyways, hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
A viral post claims thousands of illegal immigrants are registered to vote in Texas. But this morning, fact checkers say that's not the full picture. And the real story is a bit more complicated. So we're diving in. News Nation's Xavier Walton is following the story from Dallas. Xavier, tell us about this list and what it actually does reveal.
Anna, good morning. So that the Texas Secretary of State, Jane Nelson, she's the one behind this viral post that is now sparking new debate, if you will, over election integrity. Here's the post. I'm going to read part of it, not all of it because it's pretty long, but in it says thousands of illegal immigrants may be registered to vote in Texas. Our review identified 2,724 potential non-citizens nationwide. Now, with early voting underway in Texas and in some other states, that claim has since gone viral, drawing millions of views, but it's also misleading. State officials found 2,724 potential non-citizens after comparing voter rolls to a federal immigration database called SAVE, S-A-V-E. But, and this is really important here, that system isn't necessarily designed to verify citizenship. It only flags immigration status, and matches are often incomplete.
Thank you for watching.
They had to cut him off because he was not winning the race there. These people are a bunch of idiots. The Secretary of State of Texas came out and said that they did a review and they found that 2,724 potential illegals are registered to vote. Now, this asshole is trying to say that they might have legal status, that this could be people who legally migrated here and all this other stuff. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know better than the Secretary of State does, who did the actual review. That's a problem. 2,700 people who are potentially illegal to vote is a problem. Now, this the little dorky dumbass coming out here saying, but, they use the word potential. And so that's what they focus on. And he was like, yeah, but the word potential means, and starts breaking out the definition like people don't know what potential means. They just cut him off. They were like, you're not winning the race here. So anyways, once again, 2,724 illegals potentially registered to vote. Potentially or not is still a problem. Then they start making excuses for Texas to flag this, claiming it's the word potential and that you shouldn't worry about your election integrity. It's fine and it's just perfectly normal to have 2,700 potential illegals ready to vote in your nation's election. You know, it's good stuff. This is normal. This is fucking normal, says News Nation. Either way, next up we got Philly's DA controversial decision linked to murder of a young woman. Yesterday we were covering a video about how some monster was cut loose and then went and did bad things and kept doing bad things. It was like the loop puncher, right? We were covering that too. And it's like these monsters, they keep committing crime. They go to jail. They get let out of jail. They commit more crime. In this instance, this person was cut loose. And I'm trying to think what he did. It was kidnapping or something like that. So they gave him bond. Well, then he went out there and murdered somebody. I'm like, good job. Good job, guys. Like, stupid. It's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat and see what you hooligans think about Texas Secretary of State telling the public that there's 2,724 potential illegals registered to vote in Texas. Zero, add a couple zeros? Yeah, probably. Oh, that's a great idea, Ghostly. I'm going to have to do something. I hate being alone. I can't stand being alone. I'm tired of it, and everybody else wants to fight, so going to have to get an illegal. I'm helping with the deportation, one girlfriend at a time. It's not good. It's not good. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. It's a good idea, Ghostly. Appreciate the suggestion. Guess if they ever have a woman who habitually sexually assaults men on a train, I am parking my truck. You're gonna walk around with a t-shirt with her face on it? We'll point her in the right direction for you, guess. Butterfly, we're getting shitty beef right now. Trump is getting lots of cows from Argentina, as too many of the cows of our cows were killed by Biden. Yeah, it's not good. I don't like the idea of importing meat and poultry and stuff, because other countries don't have the same standards as us. Our food sucks because our standards are so high that we can have perfect food, and that's not good enough for the companies that, you know, deal with everything. They got to add poison and hormones and random shit into it because we have the ability to have such high quality food that they add stuff to kill us in our food. Other countries, they don't know their ass from a hole in the ground, and so they just whatever. This country's out there making food with their feet and shit. Have you ever seen like India food videos? That stuff scares the shit out of me. Diarrhea on a stick. No thank you. And I don't want to import food from there. Our food is bad enough the way we make it. I don't want genuine bad food from outside the country. That's just me. What's up, Cass? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Wild Turkey? Happy freedom to you. Less ingredients, better. Absolutely. Cass, it's unreal the cost of steak here. I've been hearing a lot of people say that. It's only $4 where I'm at, but they like process it right there so I can get it cheap. Thank God. Because some days the cheapest thing I can eat is steak. And that's like, I know that sounds crazy, but it's just the way it, for $4 I can eat steak, and for three more doll hairs I can have steak and potatoes. You know, eating chicken on its own is like $11, so, and I'm hurting for money. Ghostly, I have a video of a chick grabbing wieners on a bus, but it's never the ones you want. Yeah, it is. It is. That's how it goes. Zero, helping with deportations. One girlfriend at a time. One girlfriend at a time is t-shirt worthy. We'll see if we'll see what Alistair says. Let me see. I'll write it down. I'll send it to him later on. I have a whole list of ideas. All right, reading through, and like I said, next up we got DA let somebody loose, and after releasing this criminal back into the wild, he committed murder. Like I said, it's coming up next. Cass, chicken is less than steak. It's a lot less. See, and I like chicken better than steak. Alistair, yeah, I'll send you the list. Crick, his food fight. Oh, different kind of food fight. Food fight incoming, stock up. I'm like, what's the best thing to throw at somebody? That was the first thing my brain thought, is what is the best thing to grab? An orange. Like, that's going to be the easiest to throw at somebody. But we're talking about a different food fight here. I got sidetracked. Tony Rez, I got the hookup on tube steak. Welcome to the petting zoo. Have you ever seen a trouser snake? You guys stop that. Butterfly, Argentina has high quality cows, not crap cows. I didn't realize. I don't trust anything from outside of the country. It's, you know, it's kind of like being in an abusive relationship with your country. If this one beats you and mistreats you, you just assume they're all gonna beat you and mistreat you, and maybe even worse. You know, so I got Stockholm syndrome from the way my government treats me. Stoner Japanese beef is pretty dank. I think it's called Wagyu beef or something. I think it's the way they process it makes it Wagyu, but I might be wrong on that. I know people love it. Beck Frank, you got to talk to them. They wrote me back about the $1,000 they owed me. They owe me. And they just said that they're having problems with payouts, and they have for a couple weeks, and maybe at some point in the future I might get paid. I'm like, oh, that's great. That's fantastic. I'm still gonna have to pay tax on the bullshit. So you got to reach out to them, Beck Frank. They need to either send you your stuff or send you a refund. Picture Dad, I wish I could post my food porn here. I love to cook. You got to join the website. We have food groups and all kinds of stuff on the website. We need hooligans like you to come post. Plus, all of you guys can get a free membership over on the website and post in the forums. You just won't have access to Hooligans Alley, but you'll have access to the forums. Yeah, Beck Frank, I know they're a pain in the ass. What's up, Cosmic Squirrel? Happy freedom to you. The Schwab ID will stop illegal votes. I don't know what that is. I'll have to look into it after the live, because I am not sure. Alright, hooligans, we're going to move forward here. Like I said, Philly's DA's controversial decision linked to murder of a young woman. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, really quick, about this horror podcast called EATI, which stands for Experimental Alien Technology Institution. This is a found footage audio drama, and each episode is a standalone tape from a secret organization's case file. They investigate things they simply can't explain, and what you're hearing is a first-person recording of a mystery that defies both logic and reality itself. If you love cosmic horror and a terrifying ambiguity of H.P. Lovecraft and the sheer raw terror of the found footage genre, then EATI is your next obsession. It's built for headphone listening to deliver a truly immersive, handheld camera experience. Every episode is a unique nightmare that will make you question what's real and what's lurking just beyond your sight. You can listen right now on Spotify, iTunes, Rumble, Buzzsprout, and all major platforms. Now let me drop this link really quick, and then like I say, we got DAs out in Philly making bad decisions. What's up, Samson? Happy freedom to you. Alright, hooligans, there's the link. Go do the thing. And like I said, the DA's controversial decisions is linked to the murder of a young woman. This is starting to be like an everyday occurrence. We're covering a story about how a judge or somebody let a monster go, and they went and did something bad to other people because they didn't go to jail. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
It's a tale as old as time. A progressive DA goes soft on a violent offender. That offender then is accused of doing something far worse. It's unfolding in Philadelphia, where a man suspected of murdering a 23-year-old woman after previous felony charges against him had been dropped. Crime correspondent Jason Matera has the latest.
We could have done better.
That's Philadelphia DA Larry Krasner, all but admitting that Kata Scott paid with her life because he let another violent offender roam free.
She was one of those people who was going to go out there and rule the world. They failed Kata Scott tremendously.
The body of the 23-year-old was found on October 18th near an abandoned school building after she had been missing for 2 weeks. Keon King has been charged with kidnapping the former cheerleader, and prosecutors say murder charges are expected to follow. But the question that won't go away for the embattled DA is why Keon King was on the streets to begin with.
If these attorneys in Krasner's office actually looked at this guy's criminal history, they would have seen that there was a long pattern of Mr. Keon King being violent towards women.
Back in April, King was charged with kidnapping and strangulation after he was caught on video allegedly trying to break into a woman's home. Just hours later, police say he forced that same individual into a car, bit her in the face, and choked her as he sped away. The charges were withdrawn after the woman failed to appear in court, which prosecutors believe was out of fear. Her alleged attacker was out on a low bail that Krasner's office never challenged.
It's insanity in the city of Philadelphia. Repeat offenders walk in and walk out with the blessing of Larry Krasner.
Kata Scott's murder has left her family heartbroken and the community furious. Pat Dugan, who resigned as a Philadelphia judge to take on Krasner in the upcoming election, says the DA has put progressive politics ahead of public safety, and he's got a direct message for him.
He said the other day, the buck stops here. Well, Larry, I actually believe that you are a co-conspirator, an enabler in this murder of Kata Scott. You basically want your policies out there more than you want justice for our victims.
What's maddening, Bianca, is that the DA's office did refile those kidnapping charges that they had previously dropped after they realized that Keon King was behind the disappearance of Kata Scott. Of course, it took a dead woman for them to make that about face.
Of course. Beautiful woman. Thanks for bringing some more attention to this story. People have to know what's happening there and these DAs. Thank you. Good to have you with us, Jason.
Thanks, Bianca.
Okay. I know the story is so familiar. It's because like every day we're covering a story just like this. They're saying the Philly DA let the criminal out on bond and then he killed somebody. He was on camera trying to break into someone else's house. He later on forced that person into the car, bit her, and then choked her and then sped away. His charges were dropped because the victim never showed up in court. The criminal has now been arrested again. He's facing those old kidnapping charges that were originally dropped, and he'll most likely face murder charges, which how could he not if he killed somebody? And so that's questionable that's how that was worded. It also shows the former Philly judge and the new DA candidate. He's calling out the current DA and saying he's a co-conspirator, which is a lot of what we've been saying over the last week or so, is that every time this happens, these judges or whoever, the prosecutors, these people who let the criminals out, who obviously are bad people who are probably going to reoffend, they should be held accountable, because a lot of times they're giving these guys cashless bond and everything else, which means you're just letting them out. You're not even charging them money or anything. You're just letting them go. And then they go out there and kill somebody. And then you got to be like, oh, let's bring them back in. Well, that's not fixing the problem. The revolving doors are not fixing the problem. Next up, we got the last little bit of the news before we get into the fun stuff. It is lefties losing it, and today it's titled CNN admits government shutdown is not hurting Trump. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about everything going on in Philly. Zero, same crap going on in Indiana. Always the same looking assailants. Yeah. What's up, Tin Man? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Tom Tom? Happy freedom to you. Tom, so sick of violent people being released. Yeah, I agree. Stoner, he's a biter. He's gonna get them teeth bashed if he goes to prison. Yeah, you can't be biting. That's what they'll do. They'll knock your teeth out. So it's like, nah, don't be biting people. Cass, I'm glad you dig it. Yeah, Alistair just put that together today. Totally care the face bite. Yeah, you got to be a nasty person to bite somebody in the face. I've only had one person try to bite me in the face. They were successful, and it was scary to have a human being latched onto my face like that. That shit is, it is scary. I've only had that happen one time though. You got to be a real piece of work, to be out there biting people in the face. It's not my favorite foreplay, I'm just saying. Meta send you your money with interest, guarantee that they're collecting interest on it. I'll be lucky to get the money at all. Cosmic Squirrel, poor girl. Yeah, I know. Like, getting attacked by somebody who was already lined up to go to jail. They're like, nah, we're going to let you out. And you just victimize some other people, and we'll come get you again. It's like, I don't know what the incentive for that is. Picture that situational awareness is so important. It's so important. Hooligans, be aware of your surroundings at all times. Yeah, absolutely. Stoner bath salts will make people eat faces. Why did that only happen in Florida, though? How come they weren't eating faces anywhere else? Or like that one guy was like ripping his guts out or whatever with his hands. Where did all that go? Did they just stop reporting on the bath salts or what? Oh, are you clocking in? I guess I'll move the pumpkin out of the way here. Spam. Make room for the Klaus booty. What are you doing? Oh, did I touch your butt handle? That's okay. You're a good boy. Yeah, just pet you right in your face. Yeah. You like that? Is it fancy feast time? 8:30. 8:30. Lay your bow down. You get some fancy feast in a little bit. Didn't even put your tie on today. Guess Florida people taste better. Jerky. Tastes like jerky. All right, hooligans. Let's move forward here. Like I said, we got the last little bit of the news before we get into the fun stuff. It is lefties losing it, and today it's titled CNN admits that the government shutdown is not hurting Trump. Well, good. Leave it to the Commie News Network to make speeches like that. Nice little declarations. Come on, do the thing. Gotta throw some spirit fingers at it. Brain. Okay, here we go. Now, Rita's back. Now, she looks like she's ripping and skippy, but she's a lady, so I doubt that's what she's doing. But either way, hit that like button if you haven't already. Let's get into this.
It's time for Lefties Losing It, and the celebrity class continue to make ass clowns of themselves. It really is an epidemic, and Martin Sheen seems extra keen to elevate himself to the top of the pile with this asinine contribution.
So the big guy in the White House, if he would take some personal advice, you've got to realize, sir, that you are the biggest nothing in the world. And sir, you stop there. You stop listening to all these people around you, these sycophants.
Sycophant, Martin? You mean like this loopy lady beside you, MSNBC anchor Nicole Wallace, be clowning herself, laughing along to your sad little attack? You know, it's clear listening to this rant from Martin Sheen that he should never, ever speak in public without the aid of scriptwriters. He was quite erudite when he was playing the US president in the West Wing, but left to his own devices and meagre brain power, he comes out with this.
Who are encouraging you to be your non-human self. Get in touch with that humanity. Stop fussing with your hair. And don't worry about your tie. And stand up straight and speak clearly, not from your throat. Speak from your heart. And start being human. That's what you were made for, not golf. So there you are, Mr. President. With all due respect, sir.
Listen to Nicole Wallace cackle like some deranged witch there. So Trump is not human and he should stop playing golf. Profound words there from Martin Sheen. No wonder the MSNBC anchor was beside herself with excitement. I mean, imagine how fringe-dwelling left you have become when TDS sufferer Charlemagne is calling you out.
I'll never forget when MSNBC did that to me. MSNBC said I was repeating MAGA messaging. I was like, damn, that means that y'all really are not paying attention to y'all constituents.
Now to another once great of Hollywood who has shown himself to be a seriously unwell individual in need of some professional help. Here is Robert De Niro losing the plot again and calling a proud Jewish man a Nazi, among other things.
He will not. We see it all the time. He will not want to leave. He set it up with his. I guess he's the Goebbels of the cabinet. Stephen Miller. He's a Nazi. Yes, he is, and he's Jewish, and he should be ashamed of himself.
The only one who should be ashamed of himself is you, Robert De Niro, but you are so utterly broken and bitter and so full of hate and bile that you have lost sight of just how deranged you have become. It really is rather sad. Talking about sad, let's check in with actress and alleged comedian Margaret Cho, who had this to say about best-selling author J.K. Rowling.
Shut up, J.K. Rowling.
Shut up. You're a joke. That's why your name is JK, because you are a joke. Your anti-trans rhetoric makes me sick. You are despicable. I hope that when you face menopause, you have to take a lot of gender-affirming care, as I do. And when you're taking these hormones, they make your pubes grow out so thick and hard, it's like steel wool.
Gosh, where does one start there? I think you should keep details of your private issues to yourself, Margaret. Don't think that is a widespread problem. And J.K. Rowling is 60 years old. She probably has already gone through menopause. And good of you to mention menopause. You know who doesn't go through that? Men pretending to be women, because they're still men. Now, just when you think the leftist mainstream media cannot sink any lower, along comes MSNBC. Listen to this vile, vile woman claim that J.D. Vance doesn't really love or protect his own family, his own wife and children.
He is married to a woman of Indian descent.
Yes.
He has mixed race children.
Yes.
So to all of the MAGA voters out there, if this man will not defend his wife and will not defend his kids, do you think he gives a crap about you or anything to do with you?
That was the contemptible Jennifer Welch on the lunatic asylum masquerading as a news network, MSNBC. And Welch, what an awful name that is. Well, she had more to say about race. Listen to this diatribe.
I'm a white woman that has lived in a red state my entire life. And I can tell you, when I'm around white people, they test the racist water. They test it on people like you all the time. And they'll try to say off-color things. I put my hand up. It absolutely happens. And you're fortunate that maybe you haven't experienced it.
And it's time for a CNN trigger warning, because they again had some sobering news for their permanently outraged audience. The Schumer shutdown is not hurting Donald Trump. Take it away, Harry.
In 2018/2019, Donald Trump's net approval rating was already falling. The shutdown was eating into his popular support. It was down 3 points already at this particular point and would fall considerably more. It was very much on the decline. You come over to this side of the screen, this shutdown hasn't eaten into Donald Trump's support at all. His net approval rating is actually up a point in terms of his popular support. So the bottom line is this: the first shutdown during Trump's first term, 2018-2019, was hurting Donald Trump. This one is not hurting him at all.
No, the shutdown is not hurting the president in the polls, and that's because most people don't blame him for the shutdown, despite the best efforts of the media.
Blame Trump for the shutdown a great deal. In 2018/2019, 61%, more than 3 in 5 Americans, blame Trump a great deal for that particular shutdown. You come over to this side of the screen, look at this. It's a different world. It's a different world. 48% of Americans blame Trump a great deal for this particular shutdown. So it's more than 3 in 5 back in 2018/2019. It's less than half, a drop of 13 points. Again, it's no real wonder that Donald Trump at this point, looking at the shutdown, says, you know what, it's not actually harming me politically, in large part because he's getting less of the blame.
Let's bring in political advisor and commentator CJ Pearson.
Okay, so that was lefties losing it. And it was the last little bit of the news. We are going to be getting into the fun stuff. We got an unboxing today. And then we're going to be opening today's door of the Advent calendar sent by Cass. And we got our 2 funny videos of the day. First, both of them were provided by Stoner. First one's titled, How Do You Spell AOC? And our official funny video of the day is titled, When You Go Out With a Hussy Instead of an Aussie. All of that's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat and see what your hooligans think about lefties losing their marbles. Oh, I try, guess. Zero, CNN lies. People are learning that. Yeah. Well, and they've been kind of praising Trump in certain ways, talking about popularity and stuff like that. And then MSNBC was just giving President Trump credit for the peace deal with Gaza and all that kind of stuff, too. And I wonder if not only do people realize that Blue News is lying, but conservatives almost aren't even using it to make fun of anymore, which was all the audience they had left, because everybody else just knows that they're going to be lying and stuff. So it kind of feels like they're trying to fix their image to try and gain some viewers back, but I don't know how they're going to do that. I'm really surprised that CNN and MSNBC don't try harder to reach to the public. Like maybe getting promoted through like VH1 and MTV and stations like that where you got a lot of young people watching, and try to make blue news cool. Like, I'm surprised that they don't try and do that, because like when Hyena Harris was campaigning, they had rappers and people up there twerking on stage and all this stuff, because they're trying to get young people. Old people don't want to see that. Old people don't want to see fat bitches twerking on stage. They don't want to see that stuff. They're trying to get young people, but that was the only time it seemed like they were doing that. And I'm really surprised that they haven't done that yet, although I don't want to give them any ideas. It does seem like Blue News is trying to fix their public image, but they'll have to do that shit with new people, because all the old people know that you either can't trust them or you never could trust them, and then that's it. I guess the only way to get me to watch is nude newscasters. Well, I guess get some. Start pulling my shirt off now. Bill Clay, MTV's going away? Is it? I haven't had live TV in so long. I don't know what people watch anymore. Appeal to Heaven? I don't know what that is. Happy Freedom to you. Oh, firehouses. Oh, I see what you guys are talking about now. Talking about firefighters. Firehouses have poles. And strip clubs do too. That's right. Wild turkey. Nudity always helps. It does. Until your sack gets sweaty, and then, you know, then you got some issues, but it's all right. Zero. Italy had stripping weather castles in the 90s. What does that mean? What is it? I must be reading this wrong. Oh, weather casters. I was reading it wrong. Yeah, weather people. They don't do that now. I thought Germany and there's a couple other countries that still do that. That they're people telling the weather, the females telling the weather, like, take their tops off or something like that. Sun Tripod, the butt handle. You're a little bit back on the live, but yeah, that's why I call Klaus's tail. I call his tail his butt handle. I don't know. You mind your business. So, man, I hate stripping Newcastle. I can't even talk, damn it. Stipping Newcasters. Yep, exactly. Wild turkey firehouse poles are more reliable. Yeah, they have less bacteria on them too. Back Frank, it's hot today. The weather reporter. Yeah. I pay attention to the news. See, I don't really pay attention to the weather because I get the lake effect. So they'll be like, oh, it's sunny and 70 today. You'll walk outside, it'll be raining and 40 degrees. That's just the way it is in West Michigan. The whole state's probably like that, but I can only speak for the west side because west side's the best side. But if they were stripping and telling the weather, I'd be checking the weather every day. You know, just got to make sure I still got it. People Devin, where are these poles at? So AOC says every time she enters a building. Back Frank, you did a good husky voice there. I missed it. I have to go back and watch. You mean a hussy voice? That's my phone sex voice. You got to pay the bills somehow. Stoner. I remember I had a Ghostbusters house toy and it had a pole in it and it was badass. Yes. Puff and Stuff Playboy used to do the naked news. They should get back to, I don't know. Everything's so woke now. It'd probably be dudes. You just see scars and stuff like zipper tits. I don't know. I'm so scared of the public at this point. Patriot Dad, my best friend since first grade is a retired captain from the local fire department. That's badass, Patriot Dad. I think my best friend from first grade is in prison. Or he might be dead now. I don't know. We were cool for a long time. I have no idea what happened to that guy. Bill Clay, free game on Epic. It's called Amnesia. Amnesia the Bunker. I haven't played it, but it looks good. Thank you for letting me know, Bill Clay. I'm going to check it out right after the live. Gotta get those free games while they're free. Appreciate you, Bill Clay. Thank you for letting me know. Crit Kiss, chance of rain. Let's see. I hike a flood warning in the corner. Stoner, shapeshifters ruin naked stuff. You're not wrong, Stoner. You know, I was... Okay, put it like this. If you were anywhere in the world and they said, look, there's boobs. Before shapeshifters came out in 2020, everybody in the room would look and go, where? Where's the boobs? And now they have to be like, is it on a girl? Are the boobs attached to a girl? There's like an asterisk now. It's not good. It's not good. It shouldn't be that way. Alistair streaming through Alan Wake 2. I'll have to check that out because I haven't heard of that before. Interesting. I will check it out, Alistair. Thank you for letting me know. Done Bunker's a good one. Played it on Xbox a while back. Heck yeah, I'm excited to get it. Told Kara watched Yellowbeard the other night on Prime. What? What is Yellowbeard? That sounds like R. Kelly stuff. Could you imagine if R. Kelly's victims referred to him as Yellowbeard? That is hardcore. What are you talking about, Too Old to Care? Was it good? I don't have Prime. But maybe I could see it somewhere else. Jagulet, someone say boobs? All the time. Gotta keep the morale high. Crick Kiss Flaccid is the new thing? What are we talking about? Colty, has anyone heard of topless golfing? Because it was a topic in a Playboy magazine in the 90s that my dad's best friend was part of. He wasn't naked, but the girls were topless. I don't know anything about that, but I'd like to hear more about it, Colty. What's up, Frank? Happy freedom to you. Meta, I loved De Niro until I realized he was a piece of shit. That's what we were just saying over in Rumble. It's like, if you're watching Casino or Goodfellas, you watch all those movies, you wouldn't think that De Niro would be such a big flaming sissy, but he is. He is. And the way he feels about Trump makes him look bad. It doesn't make Trump look bad. Him throwing them little hissy fits makes him look like a weak man. And I don't know why he's doing that. On top of his stilted shoes. He needs to give up the Frankensteiners because those shoes is crazy. But yeah, he just looks weak. What's up, Karma Carson? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Anna Kims? Happy freedom. Klaus is gorgeous. Well, thank you. Cosmic. Gross. Skin suit wearing MFers. Who is? The lizard people? Guess them. We have a storm coming. Yes, we do. We should do the news. Thank you so much, Wild Turkey, for that $5 donation over on Rumble. You're badass, Wild Turkey. Thank you so much for the support. Says, can't afford this, but someone has to do it. Thanks, Jeff. Thank you, Wild Turkey. I really appreciate it. You're badass. Done. I'm still alive and bitching. Me too, bud. Me too. You guys are turning my day around. I'm sorry I always act like an asshole when I get on here. I always feel bad about it by the end of the live because you guys are always cheering me up. You don't deserve to get the short end of the stick, even though everybody else fucking sucks. Not you guys, though. Let's get into the fun stuff. Like I said, we got an unboxing, and we're going to be opening today's door of the Advent calendar sent by Cass, and it's pretty exciting. We're getting down to the bottom of the Advent calendar here where all the figurines have fallen. So we might get another doubly today. We'll see. And then, like I said, we got our 2 funny videos of the day. Both of them were provided by Stoner, and they're good stuff. But first, let's get into this unboxing. Now, as a live streamer that uses Streamlabs, because I pay for their pro stuff, because I needed multi-streaming and all of that, I've been using Streamlabs pretty much since the beginning. You can have like 30,000 points to max out your score, your account on there. It's based off hours live streamed. The max you can have is like 32,000 points. I have 60-something thousand points. I have almost doubled the highest amount of points that you can reach on the scale based off how many hours we have live stream. Apparently, I'm like one of Streamlabs' biggest content creators because of how much I use the system. With that, every time you hit a level, you unlock something. Now, I've unlocked a t-shirt, a glass, a backpack, and a couple other things. And I think I showed you guys the backpack. This is the top item, and you know, it's not gonna be anything too crazy, but they did ship this to me for being a high quality live streamer. So I haven't seen it yet. We're all gonna witness this together. They sent me this jacket that has the Streamlabs logo on it all over the place, and this was given to me for free for all the hours we put in live streaming over on Streamlabs. So I want to give a huge shout out to Streamlabs. Thank you so much for sending me this jacket. You guys have been fantastic. Plus, I need help all the time with my damn system. So, very cool. From Streamlabs. We're going to set this right here. And I'll try it. I have to try it on after the live. Maybe we'll post some pictures and stuff. But either way, cool stuff from Streamlabs. Anyways, we're going to open today's door of the Advent calendar. Sent by Cass. Let's see what we get today. Ooh, this jacket smells like Walmart. You know what I mean? That department store smell? I can smell it. It smells like I was just at the mall. We got a triply. Let me see what we got here. What the fuck is that? Okay, you guys are gonna have to help me identify some of these characters here. This is gonna be a fun one. Okay, so we got this one. This is the first one we got today from the Advent calendar. Please focus, camera. Just try to focus a little bit. You fucking suck, camera. Stick it right in your face. There you go. Now, I don't know who this is. I don't know if this is supposed to be like Morticia, like from the Addams Family. I don't know. It's a female, and she's not doing anything weird or suspicious, which is suspicious because women sometimes be weird and suspicious. And then we got this one. I don't know who this is either. It's not Pippi Longstockings. I don't know who this is. Come on, camera, try and focus. I don't know how I could be so close to the camera and it just does not focus. Focus, you fucker. Anyways, I don't know. We got this one. I thought it was Pennywise, but it's a girl. And it doesn't just look like a girl. It's got boobs. And it's not from Portland. So I assume that it's a girl by the way that it has boobs. And then, like I said, we had a triply. So I have to assume this has got to be the original Pennywise. The like 90s Pennywise, which is still pretty cool. And I've actually been hoping for Pennywise. But what we're going to do is we're going to Google Lens these couple characters here and validate who they are real quick. It's only going to take a moment. Don't you worry. We'll get into these funny videos. Scroll past the wiener pics. All right. So the girl looks shocked. She must know Guess Some. And then we got Mrs. Pennywise. And I'm pretty sure this one is Pennywise. But we're going to scan it just to validate. Because I like to double check things. Because I'm a know-it-all. And it helps me be a know-it-all if I double check. Just so you guys know, if you guys are know-it-alls. It's a little advice there for the know-it-all community. So the first one with Pennywise, it appears to be Pennywise. Everybody's saying it's Pennywise. So got that. Let's see about the female clown. They're saying, what? Let's try that again. They're trying to say it's something from Dennis the Menace, but I don't know how that could be. It doesn't seem like anybody knows who this is. I don't know what it is. It almost looks like one of the kids from Candyland or something like that. I don't know. I don't know who that is. And let's go for the woman in black. Tis Elvira, the Mistress of the Dark. I don't know who that is. Elvira. That's got to be what her name is. Elvira. Either way, very cool. Thank you so much, Cass. Really appreciate it. These little figurines have been awesome. So cool. All right, hooligans. Let's get into our funny videos here. Like I said, both of them were provided by Stoner. Seems like the rain has picked up outside again. It's just, yeah, it's too rare. This is our first video. Like I said, provided by Stoner. This one's titled How do you spell AOC?
She's brain dead, Jim.
Ugh. Getting into our official funny video of the day, also provided by Stoner. Come on, load, do the thing. Alright, this titled, When You Go Out With a Hussy Instead of an Aussie.
I'm not going to kill you, but your fatherless behaviour is embarrassing us. Stop it.
Don't take the prostitutes to the restaurant. It never works out. Anyways, that is all the coffee I had for you hooligans today. I'm going to grab this link list really quick, drop it in all the chats. We're going to read through. We got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up, and then we're raiding out over on Rumble. Starting trip out. Where's the Bobs? They're out there. Thank you so much, Ramsey, for that $1 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Ramsey. Thank you so much. It says your camera is focusing on your palm of your hand. You might be getting too close. Well, thank you for letting me know, Ramsey. We need to figure out something. I don't know why. I need to probably take the autofocus off the camera, and then I would have an easier time. Honestly, that's probably what I need to do. All right, hooligans, there is the link list where all of my links are listed. So if you'd like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, I would really appreciate it. All of you guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7, and we have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience the live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. You also have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You'll have access to the forums, the arcade, the Hooligan AI, and our advanced messaging system with the built-in group chats. So definitely go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. It's the home of the hooligans. Like I said, we're going to read through. We got the pledge coming up, and then we're raiding out over on Rumble. Ghostly, the female clown is a clown from the Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Interesting. Yeah, because nobody knew who it was. Like, when I do the Google Lens, a lot of people are like posting their figurines from the same advent calendar or whatever, and usually explaining it. I did not realize the inflatable tits. That is so funny. There you guys go. There's the boobs you've been asking for. Clown boobs are still better than shape-shifting boobs. Anyways, reading through. Oh, that's Elvira? I see. Tin-Man, trans Ronald McDonald. That's what it looked like. Ghostly, big titty goth chick. I was trying not to identify her like that, but since there's 2 of us, that is now how she will be known. The big titty goth chick. I won't forget. Thank you for reminding me, MU. I appreciate it. Oh, I appreciate you, Wild Turkey. Thank you. Beck Frank, he was either Irish or Scottish. Yes. Thank you for identifying Beck Frank. We all needed a translator. We were not sure what the hell he was talking about. Oh, I did see that. Hold on. Let me see if I can see it, because I think we're in the middle of the video. Thank you so much, Colty, for gifting a sub over on Rumble. You're badass, Colty. Thank you so much. And we don't have the meter up right this second. It'll pop up. But we are working towards 200 hooligans over on Rumble. If we hit 200 hooligans, I'm going to try and find a Trinidad scorpion pepper to eat on the live. If I can't, there is stuff on the wish list. There's like hot chips and other things like that. We are going to be eating something spicy on the live. I have to purchase it, but I'm having money problems right this second. if we hit 200 hooligans over on Rumble. So thank you so much, Colty, for getting us closer to 200. Ramsey, I've still never seen Booby Bobby in here. I don't know where Bobby went. He's missing. What's up, Sage Pup? Happy freedom to you. Meta Jen Psaki, this Jen Balsaki. I didn't even think of that. Hold on. Jen Balsaki, she's got to circle back. That's what it is. I didn't realize. Thank you for pointing that out, Meta. Killer J, you gotta look up Elvira movies. Yeah, I don't know why I recognize Elvira, but I've never seen those movies. Like, I've never seen like old Frankenstein or anything like that. So I will have to look it up. Elvira. I got lots of homework today. The Cosmic Squirrel, that's Count Dankula. Is that who that was? Man, how many little figurines were chewed up by Klaus? None. Klaus Daniels is a good boy. He doesn't chew the cords or anything. That's a huge problem with cats and dogs, is they'll chew your cables. This is like, I'm in like the mothership right now. I got so much tech around me that I had to teach him when he was young not to eat the cables. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to keep him. And he is very, very good about that. He does not tear up stuff at all, really. Plus, all of you hooligans send him so much crap. He's got 1 million toys. He's got a couple of these towers. He scratch posts and all this stuff. He's a happy guy. Anna Kim's, Morticia Adams. That's who I thought it was at first. Thank you for letting me know, Zero. Cass, especially this time of year. What are you saying? Oh, the Addams Family? Yeah, I've been watching spooky stuff recently. I just watched Trick or Treat. And right now I'm watching The Last of Us. I've been watching a couple episodes of that. I'm trying to think what else I've seen. I've been watching quite a few like kind of spooky movies. Totally Care, Elvira hosted Scary Movies late night. Interesting. I will check that out today. Alistair, she was like the Crypt Keeper. She introduced horror episodes. Yeah, I used to have the Demon Blood Crypt Keeper VHS tape. I know what you're talking about. Cass, in what? She's in the newer Addams Family? Interesting. I will check that out. Zero Class is spoiled. He is spoiled. What's up, Tori Wayne? Happy freedom. Add him to the wish list. I did. I added a bunch of stuff to the wish list. Let me see if I can show you guys. Well, like, this is what I'm always talking about. Like, when you get to the wish list or whatever, it's a mess. You got to click on this drop down on the side here and select custom, and it puts everything in the order that I put it in. So we got a box of hot sauces here, where if we got this box of hot sauce at the top, every day we'd crack a hot sauce and try it. Jurassic jerky, spicy summer sausage, a hot chip. This is a Jolo chip. Different kind of Jurassic jerky. Devil's Heat popcorn. This is a movie, I think. Oh yeah, and then we got Miss Fortune cookies. So every day we would open a fortune cookie, and then we got the advent calendars here, and then all the other stuff that I add to the wish list because you guys are always making suggestions. So, anyways, yes, it's already on the wish list and waiting for you guys. Either way, it is that time once again, hooligans. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we did the thing. Let's figure out who we're raiding over on Rumble. What we see here. Thank you so much, Appeal to Heaven, for that $1 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Appeal to Heaven. Thank you so much. Says thanks for all you hooligans, and then tag me, Snooks, and Cass, and says thanks. Thank you, Appeal to Heaven. Really appreciate it. Tola Care watched Dark Shadows with Johnny Depp recently. I don't think I've seen that yet. What did you watch it on? What's up, Plastic Quack? Happy freedom to you. What are you guys looking for? The holy grail of tit pics? What are you guys talking about? Hey, thank you for being here, Bill Clay. Enjoy the rest of your day. Colty, Pumpkin was here last night. Yeah, I'm not sure where Pumpkin is. I think me ranting about Worcester's wife yesterday pushed a lot of people away, which sucks. I didn't mean to go off like I did. I was a little upset that this person committed fraud against me. But it seems like a lot of people walked away because I did that. And I don't know. Sorry somebody did something wrong to me and I didn't like it. Fuck. Well, we got a full menu here. Let's see. Who have we rated? Handy News and Cat Dog. We haven't done Rotella yet? No, Rotella's not live right now. It's too late. Handy News, Cat Dog, Frags live. Italians live. Misfits live. Let's do Misfit. Let me see where they're at. Yeah, let's raid Misfit. What are they playing right now? Spooktober. The Devour. I don't know. It looks kind of like they're playing a scary game. Interesting. Let's go ahead and raid Misfit. Alright, hooligans. Hit that like button as soon as you land.
Hey, Jeff McRae. Welcome to Celebrate. Thank you, Jeff Mac. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate you. We're playing some Spooktober games. We're playing Devour. This is a newer map. I'm just still learning this map. I just found the church. Thank you for the raid, Jeff. Happy freedom. Thank you. Appreciate you. Getting all the gasoline up to the church. Thank you. Appreciate it. Ooh, look at it go. Look at it climb. Thank you. Thank you for the follow, Tin Man. Tennessee Man. Thank you, Jeff Max. Thank you, Jeff Mac. Appreciate you.
Fantastic raid, you hooligans. Filled the chat up. Good stuff. Alright, we're going to read through really quick, but we are wrapping this up. We'll be live again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time, for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Oh, absolutely zero. Guess don't steal and you won't get called out. Yeah, I mean, it's that simple. Hey, thanks for being with us, Appeal to Heaven. Enjoy the rest of your day. Oh, that's awesome, Alistair. Yeah, Darth Jason is awesome. Hey, thanks for being here, Cass. Guess let's raid Grinder. Yes. Plastic Quack, trying to see if Elvira ever did tit pics. Greatest tits ever seen. Well, you let me know your findings. Plastic Quack, we need to know. This is important stuff. Thank you, Sage Pup. Appreciate you being with us. Thank you, Tuola Care. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you, Meta. Tori Wayne. Mustang likes to chew on anything long and thin. I've had to teach her not to do that. Yeah. pets. They love their cables. What's up, Terry? Happy freedom. Oh, yeah, the people standing around. Well, I'm waiting for all the spotlight to leave so people will go back to their antics, and then we'll cover it. Right now, everybody's just doing a lot of standing around because they don't want to prove Trump right. They don't want to prove that they're causing a war zone. What's up, Sean? Happy freedom. Thanks for being here, Cosmic Squirrel. Enjoy the rest of your day. What's up, Tactical? You made it to the live last today. Nobody could take that away from you, Tactical. I appreciate you stopping in. Yeah, Ghostly, I think you're right. I think you are right. 10-man, good raid. It was. Guess stand tall when Jeff is sick, make fun of him, and you can suck my... Well, damn, guess Wise words from Get Some. Yes, Get Some. I agree. Hey, thank you, Dudden. I appreciate you. Thank you, Too Old to Care. You hooligans have a good night. I think we are good to go here. Yes, you guys have been fantastic. Thank you so much for helping turn my day around. It was a sucky day. It has been for a couple days. But you guys are always fantastic, and I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much for putting up with my shit. And make it today another fantastic day on the live. Thank you guys so much for helping me cover the news and making the news suck a little less. Hanging out and doing the raid and all of that. Like I said, we will be back tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. You guys go enjoy the rest of your day. Find yourself some good food. And please be safe. I will try and do the same. Make your way back to us tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.
yourself.